Welcome all. In this class, we are going to deal with two topics, that is how to write a memo or a memorandum and what is blogging. So these two topics will be discussed in this class. And the first one is memorandum or memo in short. So let us discuss what this memorandum is. A memorandum or a memo is a formal written intra-office communication that is frequently used in work settings. So when you are, if you are asked to write what a memo is or what a memorandum is, you have to explain it like this. So it is a formal one. So it is a formal written intra-office communication. So it is formal. So it is very official and not personal or informal. So it is formal and it is written in the sense that it is not spoken or listening or anything like that. So it is a written form of communication. And intra-office, intra-office means within the office, that is frequently used in work settings. So these are the things, these are the points that you have to mention when you are asked to write what a memo or a memorandum is. So it is a formal written intra-office communication which is used in work settings. And the word memorandum, it is derived from the Latin language. So the word is derived from the Latin language, which means it must be remembered. So the meaning of the term memorandum is it must be remembered. So it is a note or a document that helps you to remember something by recording the event or remarks on a topic. So it is a note or it is a document. So as the word signifies, it is taken from the Latin language or it derives its origin from the Latin language, and it means it must be remembered. And the word memorandum means it must be remembered. So it is a note or a document which helps to remember something by recording the event or remarks on a topic. So the main two forms of communication used in business are letters and memos. This is a short question which was asked last year. So which are the two common formats used in business communication? The two common formats used in business communication are letters and memos. The memo format is usually used when the audience is within the organization, and the letter format is used when the audience is outside the organization. So this is the difference between a letter and a memo. So a memo is used to communicate within the office, while a letter is used to communicate when the audience is outside the office or the organization. So it is intra-office or interdepartmental communication. So how to write a memo? There is a pattern for writing the memo, which is described here. So when you are asked to write a memo, you have to write like this. First, you have to write the title, memorandum, which should be written in capital letters. Then you have to, on the left side of the paper or left side of the answer sheet, you have to write these five things. The first one is to, which should be used in capital letters, right? It should be written in capital letters, followed by a colon, then from, which is followed by a colon, then CC, complementary copy, which is followed by a colon, then date followed by a colon, then subject followed by a colon. So you have to write in this format: to, from, CC, date, subject. Then after that, you have to write about the body. Body means what you're asked to write. So you have to mention here, I will show you a sample how to write the memo samples. Then after that, you have to write the initials. So initial means a signature, which is followed by the name. Now this is a sample of a memo. So here, a memo has been sent by the head of sales to congratulate the sales staff of an organization on their recent performance at an event. So when you're asked to write, when you're given a question like this, so it is sent by the head sales to congratulate the sales staff of the organization regarding their performance. That is a question. So first you have to write the title, memorandum. Then you have to mention the five things, that is to, from, CC, date, subject. Here to all GKS sales staff. Then from whom, as it is mentioned, head of sales. So you have to give a name, then head sales. Then complimentary copy, it is given to Mr. John, that is MD, Managing Director. After that, date. Date should be in this format. First date followed by month, then followed by year, no punctuation marks. Then subject, subject is about customer presentation. So this is the body of the memorandum. Here, the marketing presentation your department prepared for Limia last week was exceptional. Your product knowledge and enthusiasm were impressive and certainly seal the deal with Limia. Thank you for your outstanding work and dedication. My sincere congratulations to one and all the team. So the body of the letter, it's up to you. You will be asked different types of questions. So as per that, you have to write the body. It should be written in a very general or in an objective way. No personal remarks should be maintained, or there should not be any kind of personal observation or subjective remarks in the body of the memorandum. It is followed by signature. You can write a signature here followed by the name. The name should be from the same person, that is from who is written here in the from address, that should be written in the last part also. So the another one, this is another sample. So this is a memo that has been written by the general manager of a company to remind an employee to attend a quarterly sales meeting. So this is written by the general management to remind an employee. So it is a single employee to attend a quarterly sales meeting. Again, the same one memorandum followed by the five things. This is only here it is in the question, it is mentioned that there is only an employee. So you can write a name here. Then from whom? That is general manager. Copy to Prakash AVP. Then date 21st April. Then subject quarterly sales meeting. Then the quarterly sales meeting will be held. You have to inform, you are asked to inform about a quarterly sales meeting. So you have to mention where will this be conducted, on which date, etc., at what time. So you are cordially invited to participate in it. Your insights will be welcome. That is all, followed by a signature and name of the from person. So that was another sample. So this is all about how to write a memo and what a memorandum is. The next one is a short question, that is blogging. What is blogging? So blogging is, as we all know, what is it? First, we have to explain what a blog is. Blog is a shortened version of the term weblog. So it is a short form of weblog. Blog is a short form of weblog. So it is an online journal or an information website. So blog is, what is a blog? It can be an online journal or it can be an information about something that is published on a website. So it is a platform where a writer or a group of writers share their views. So blog can be written by one person, or it can be shared by, or the views of different persons can be shared on the blog. So it has a very common structure, a header, main content area, a sidebar, and a footbar. So these are the things, the common things that we can find in a blog. Blogs have a header, a main content area, a sidebar, and a footer. Then header will have the menu, sidebar will have social profiles, etc. and all. Now blogging is the many skills required to run and control a blog. So what is this blogging? Blogging is the skill that is used to, or that is required to control or to run a blog. That is called as blogging. So a blogging platform is a type of software or service that is used to create a blog so that content can be published online. So a blogging, it can be a type of software, or it can be a kind of service that is provided to create a blog whose contents are published online. Then the first one, or the first blogging platforms was created. Blogging platform was created. The first blogging platform is links.net, which was created by Justin Hall in the year 1994. And some popular blogging platforms are WordPress, Blogger, and Medium, etc. And blogs, regarding the features of blog, we can say that they have to be regularly updated, and they have to encourage reader engagement, and have key elements like publishing date, order references, categories, tags within the byline. So these are the main things. These are the characteristic features of a blog. So they have to be regularly updated, and they have to provide reader encouragement, And also they have key elements like the publishing date, order, reference, categories, and tags within the byline. So this is all about what is blogging and what or how to write a memo. And I think this is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can comment in the chat session. Thank you.